Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing this Ryobi cordless push lawn mower. It's 20 inches, 40 volts, with a whisper quiet design. I wouldn't say it's as quiet as a whisper, but it's definitely the quietest lawnmower on my block. In fact, I have the garage closed, but I can hear someone mowing with their gas mower. If I turn this on, no one will be able to hear me in here. So I have it standing up right now because this is how I store it. As you can tell, I'm a fan of Ryobi. I have a couple of lawn tools. And then over here, I have, a couple of batteries, which I'll show you some of those. I have a drill and I have a circular saw. So, big fan of Ryobi. I've had this lawnmower, since I bought my house just over 2 years ago. And I use it about every week in the summertime, every 2 weeks in the spring and fall. So I've got a lot of heavy use out of this thing. It is a little bit heavy, so that's why I'm leaving it standing up for now. I'll have to use 2 hands to get it out. When I do pull it out though, these tires are pretty, solid, like plastic. And so I will just pull this out and they'll slide. So I'll tilt it over, and then pull it and it'll just slide on that and there'll be no problems with that. So let me do that and I'll come back. Okay, so I've pulled it out. And I just wanted to show the underside just in case anyone had any curiosity about that. That is where all the grass goes into the bag. There's a nice little lip here which I use to grab when I'm pulling it, when I'm going to store it up. But it is, like I said, it's somewhat heavy. I can now just kind of tilt it and drop it down with one hand. So it's not extremely heavy, but when you're sliding it out sideways, I do like to have 2 hands to do that, but picking it up, putting it down is pretty easy. This is pretty small. To give you some comparison, I have a wheelbarrow here, so it's about the same size as a wheelbarrow. So it's not too big. He saw it stowed away nicely. This thing is really quiet. To lift it, all you do is you pull this out and twist. You do that on the other side. So I already have that one up, and then that allows you to raise the bar up. And in order to turn it on, you have to lock these. So it has to be in this raised position, and these have to be locked. So I'll go ahead and lock that second one. And then the second thing is, this handle is extendable. So these are the locks for that. So I'll just put my foot there to brace, and then pull these both up. I locked it when I stored up, so that pole is straight out. So it's pretty long. The second thing, in order to turn this on, you have to lock these. So this has to be locked. This has to be fully extended and locked. And then the last piece is you have to have a bag in there. And I actually have my bag hanging up right here. So it's a pretty good sized bag. I don't know how many gallons. I have a decent size yard, and I typically do half the lawn, empty this bag, and then I do the other half and then empty it. So I don't have to do a whole lot of emptying. So that is the mower fully assembled. So now that I have the bag in, it would turn on. There is no battery. I'll show that in a second. But the back goes right there. I think there's another attachment. I've never used it, so I can't really speak to that. It's super easy to just grab this handle, walk over to the trash can, and then empty it. I haven't had any issues with that. This right here just lifts up, and then you have a little security key here. So you could take that out in case you have like kids who like to play around stuff. I don't really worry about this too much, just because I've taught my daughter safety, but also I leave the battery out. And so you'll notice there's actually, this is where you plug the battery in order to turn it on. And then this is a spot for a spare. So let me go grab those and then I'll show you how those go in. Okay, I've got the batteries. This isn't the best setup. I'm sorry I don't have a tripod or anything. I'm holding this open with my leg, but the battery just slides right in and then it clicks. That's just for storage. You don't have to put it there. The second battery slides in here, same as the other one, and then click. So you saw it was easy enough. I could just push that with the finger to click. That drops down, and then now you could turn this on. So there is an adjustment height, so you could see here. Sorry, my camera's not focusing. This is 1.5 inches all the way up to 4 inches. So you just pull this down, and then you can set that to whatever you want. Oops. That does require 2 hands. That's why there's a handle here. This is where I'm at for my lawn. Alright, so now that I have the handle locked, the handle extended and locked, and the battery in, and the key in, now it can turn, and the back. So now that I have all that, I can turn it on. So all you do is you pull this down, you see the light goes on, and actually, if I let go, the light stays on. So once there's a battery in, I have actually that mode at night. It wasn't like pitch black, but it was as the sun was going down, just because it was really hot and I needed to wait for it to be cooler to mow. And the light worked great. So, pull this down, press this button. That's going to be hard with one hand. So, it's somewhat loud in here. I'm guessing the neighbors across the street probably didn't even hear it. It is the quietest mower on the street, on my block, I think. Obviously I don't know, because if anyone else has this, I wouldn't hear it. It doesn't smell, which is really nice. There's a guy who lives like 4 houses down, and when he mows, I can smell his gasoline. It stinks. I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about, sending my kid in when I'm mowing, because she's gonna have to breathe in the fumes. I don't have to worry about breathing in the fumes. So, it's a really nice mower. It has lasted me a long time. Let me grab the charger and I'll show that real quick too. Okay, so last piece is the charger. I just brought that out. I set it right here. This is the one that comes with it. I got my second battery from a snowblower, so it does come with 1 battery. Oh, I wanted to show this. So in order to take the battery out, there's a little button here. So you just press that and then pull up. Now, these batteries are quite heavy. So for some people, you might want to handle this with 2 hands, if you have small hands or you think it's heavy. This is probably 10, maybe 15 pounds. Maybe not. It's about 10 pounds. So it is pretty heavy. There's a little track here. Sorry, again, my camera's not focusing, but you could see that. And then there's a track down here. So you just slide those in and then click it. And when it's plugged in, so you plug this in to the wall, and it gives you these nice little indicators here. So, green flashing means it's charging, red means it's not charging, and then solid green means it's full. I've already charged this and I haven't used it other than, to like 5 seconds that the mower is on for this demo. But there's a key here. Unfortunately, like I said, my camera's not focusing, so it tells you what all of the different colors mean. There's a red, orange, a flashing red, and green flashing green. So, this is really great. If you notice, I just pressed this button again and then pulled it out. It's red because there's nothing charging. I don't think that I have any cons with this. I was gone for a while and the weeds got out of control. So 2 days ago, I mowed. And I mowed over some really thick weeds, and this got caught in a weed that was so thick it was like a bush, and it did stop mowing. So I just had to back it up, let go of the handle, and then turn it on again, and it worked. So if you have something really, really thick, you might need to go over it halfway and then go over it the other half. That's what I had to do. I'm not sure how a gas mower would have handled that, but this has been really good for mowing weeds and grass and everything. Like I said, for just over 2 years, has not let me down. But yeah, that's about it. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.